recording and we're ready, and we count it down in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, mister, you don't look so good. Hey, mister, you thirsty? Hey, mister, you thirsty?
Then give me the gas.
The morning stream. The next best thing since sliced bread.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to TMS. It's the morning stream for Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. I'm Scott Johnson with Brian Ibbett. Hi, Brian.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, man. It's Tuesday, and you know, we gotta do a thing. Oh, it's not just Tuesday, everybody. Here, hold on. Oh, I was gonna set this up pre-show and I forgot. Hold on. Okay, watch this, everybody. Watch this. We're gonna celebrate.
Should
with
I watch
style.
the stream?
Yeah, you should. We're gonna celebrate with style, and I'm now going to play for everybody every short birthday clip I have.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, then I don't need to watch the stream. This isn't video. This is just
it's
audio.
not video. It's just audio. So here you go.
Okay.
So check this out right here.
All right. Okay.
Okay, we know this one. We're used to her. We know what's up with her. Here's another one.
I hope you had a very happy birthday.
That's Brian himself doing one of those. Here's another short one. I don't know what this is.
Happy birthday to you!
Oh, yeah, we love her.
Classic.
She's great.
Yeah,
How about this one?
When's your birthday?
When's your birthday? It's today.
It's today.
Yeah, how about this one? Hold on.
I can't believe this. They f***ing forgot my birthday.
No, we didn't.
Oh,
we got
poor
it.
Molly.
Yeah,
Okay.
poor Molly ringworm. And then that was some kind of, I don't know what that was.
Wow.
Brian, happy freaking birthday, man.
Thanks,
Woo!
man. Thanks. Woo!
Brian's older now, so that just means wisdom and
Yeah, something. It means
prowess.
you know, muscles and joints and bones don't work as well as they used to, and
That's right. Officially on the birthday, that happens. One more joint will give out each
It
birthday.
does exactly. Like you can actually hear it. It's like a thud sound.
a
Yeah.
little thunk.
Yeah.
And you're like, man.
Exactly.
Well, I didn't need my left leg. It's fine.
Well, thank you very much, and thank
Yeah,
you,
happy birthday.
Tadpole, for all of your kind words.
I'm so excited about my gift, but it got delayed, and I'm annoyed. They changed the dates on me, and I'm like, you bastards. I thought I was going to get there on the day. Today should have been the day.
It's totally fine.
You'll still get it, and you'll love it. I hope you like it.
Yeah, you know what? I actually prefer it because, you know, like, all right, well, I'll get, you know, some stuff today. Actually got some stuff over the weekend. Got a really cool wallet from Tina over the weekend.
Oh.
This thing's like a cool little extra wallet. And like you push a button. Let's see if I do this right here. Nope. Okay. You push a little button on the bottom and it goes, zip, and like all of your cards and things get kind of splayed out so you can pull the right one out.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Pull the right one out. It's my favorite.
Pull the right one out.
Indie
favorite Japanese horror film.
Yeah, it was really good. Vampires and all that.
So getting stuff next week, it's like, oh, well, it's not just today, my birthday. It's all month.
Yeah, it's a month. It's a month of celebration, really.
It's a month of celebration. Let's celebrate August.
You know what I didn't know, though? I didn't know you shared the same birthday as my nephew Luke, who we've met in Vegas a couple times. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that either. Man,
Yeah.
all the times we've talked to him and about him.
Yeah, it's never
watched
come
him
up.
perform a couple of years ago at the...
Yeah. Always surprises me. I'm always like, oh, yeah, right. Luke's birthday is today. And I gotta call or text him or something. See how he's doing.
Totally. Also, Kevin Smith, exactly 1 year younger than me.
Nice. Kevin Smith still rocking
He's
it.
52 today.
Yeah, keeping it going, keeping it moving. Brian joins me in the
That's right.
53 Club, and
That's right.
you know, water's warm. It's nice in here.
Mary Louise Parker.
Yeah.
Edward Furlong.
Oh, Edward Furlong.
He's who else we've got.
He had a real easy time in Hollywood. No problems. Everything was great.
Exactly.
Anyone else? You got any other famous?
I remember seeing a bunch of other names today, but I can't remember who they were. Like it was, let's see, Peter O'Toole, I think. Because, you know, everybody cares about Peter O'Toole.
Peter O'Toole. He's hot. He's big with the kids.
He's big. Yeah, he's huge right now.
Yeah,
Peter
they
O'Toole.
love that guy. Oh, here we go. I found a whole list. All right. Here's some obscure ones, too. So you share a birthday with Theodor Zwinger, the Swiss physician and scholar who was born in 1533 on this day.
Okay. All right.
But he was famous for doing all kinds of cool stuff. So there's a guy. How about this one? Nicolas Depage, French classical builder, who was born in France this day in 1723. And then how about this one? Here's a good one. Oh, shit. Hold on.
How about music? I could tell you a few music ones.
Oh, yeah, give me music. I like
Butch
it.
Vig, producer, garbage producer, and produced Nevermind by Nirvana. Produced that album.
Produced a lot of garbage, right?
Produced a lot of garbage. Andrew Gold, he had that song, "Oh, What a Lonely Boy," back in the 70s.
Nice.
There's a yacht rock classic.
Yeah, love that one.
Jim Capaldi, who was with the band Traffic. Drummer, singer, songwriter Jim Capaldi.
Nice. Nice. Not related to Peter Capaldi. No Peter Capaldi.
Not really, no relation whatsoever. Well, I don't know, maybe, but
maybe they are. That's a good point.
Zelma Davis, who sang "The Things That Make You Go
Things that make you go
Yeah.
That's the only song I know.
Mojo Nixon.
That's all they did, right?
Don Henley.
That one song. That was it. I think
They also did "Gonna Make You Sweat."
Oh,
the CNC Music Factory. Ooh, maybe we can get Bill to talk about his CNC Music Factory today, and that'll be there's a little connection.
There's our little thing.
Yeah, Fat Larry. It's true. Terminus 1961. I saw that. I don't know Fat Larry, but Fat Larry was born on this day in 1949.
Fat Larry.
Died.
Never forget.
Died in February 2000. Yeah, never forget Fat Larry.
1920, Bill Scott, American voice actor and producer and writer. He was Mr. Peabody and also played the voice of Bullwinkle in the old Rocky and Bullwinkle show.
Oh, that's cool. All right. Hey, Rocky.
Yep.
Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
We found you a good one. Let's see. I'm trying to find a more recent here. Okay, here we go.
Somebody more recent. Yeah.
How about this one? The rapper Moto Boy. Probably don't care about that.
Great. Oh, good. Moto Boy. Excellent. Yes. All right.
I'm trying to find one that I recognize. Let's see. Let's get into the early 70s here.
You got to move into.
Because the minute I hit the 90s...
Charlie XCX. I hear she's fancy.
I have no idea.
She was born on this day.
Is that who that is? I don't know who that is. That seems cool.
I'm so fancy.
Oh, okay. That song. Okay.
Yeah.
Another one
Charlie
hit.
XCX.
Kind of deal. Well, anyway, you're famous, Brian. Look at all these famous people.
No, I'm not. But that's... Jose Dingdong Dantes, the Filipino actor.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Jose Dingdong Dantes. Yes.
That's fantastic.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Sam Worthington. There's
there.
A good
I was just going to say, that's a really good one. You know who else? Wes Craven, American film director.
Oh, look at that. There we go. Why don't those two get together?
Yeah, what's the deal there?
Cool?
Yeah, stop, drop, and collaborate or whatever Vanilla Ice says. What does he say? I forget what he says.
Stop, collaborate, and listen.
There you go.
The most back with something
missing.
But something's missing.
Real quick, you are the very first person on record that we have for your birthday.
Yeah, okay.
Of note
right.
is 1455 was the year.
Ooh, all right.
The man was Johann Cicero Elector of Brandenburg. He was born in 1486, died in 1499. Wait, how can that be? Hold on. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Born in 1486, died in 1499.
Sorry, I have that wrong. He was the elector.
13 years old.
He was the elector position thing from 86 to 99.
Gotcha.
And then died 1499. Same year he was so he was serving when he died. But anyway, he lived a nice long life. And Brian, you're be like Jonathan or Johann
Let's
Cicero.
hope I can be like Johann.
Yeah,
yes.
Do all you can to be like.
That's
Johann.
I'm gonna put a bumper sticker on my car that says WWJD, and it'll be "What would Johann do?"
Finally,
people will know exactly that's what that means when they see that sticker.
Finally. All right, couple quick things. I don't think. Okay, the stores. Okay, we live in a time now where Brian's like, "Hey, I'm hungry. Do we want DoorDash, Goober Grub, or whatever the hell?"
Brian
it is.
doesn't do that. Scott does that.
So
I
do
go
this,
out and get food.
I do it occasionally. I don't do it that often, but once in a while. We did it a lot during the pandemic, but not so much now. Or when things were crazy. And so we go to Firehouse Subs yesterday.
Yum. What'd you get?
I got the hook and ladder, I think, which is a hot sandwich with like ham and turkey.
Yes, and melty cheese.
This is really good. Freaking great sandwich. Anyway, we get in there, and the first words out of their mouth when we walk in is, "Hi, welcome to what's it called? Firehouse. Welcome to Firehouse Subs. yeah, you okay waiting 20 minutes? We're like,
Oh my God, that was the first thing they said.
First thing out of their mouth, and we're like, you know what? Yes, because whatever stress you're under, we want to be supportive. We're not going to be jerks.
Sure.
No problem. We'll be happily just make our order and sit and wait. And they were very glad that we weren't jerks. But the place was packed, not with people, but with DoorDash and Uber Eats and Grubhub people waiting for orders, and one of them was there for 25 footlongs.
Oh, geez.
For some office thing, and they came to the wrong location to pick it up. So instead of going all the way to that other location, they said, no, just have them make it.
Just have them make it at this location.
Yeah, which disrupts everything, and lunch hour is about to start. Things are like bananas, and they had these just stacks of like stuff to make. It was ridiculous, and they were all trying to coordinate. You could tell they were frustrated. New people would come in, and they go, hi, sorry, but we're about 20, 25 minutes before we can get to your order. And people are just going, well, I'm not bad, and they just leave.
Yeah.
It's like, you penis heads. Anyway, so this is going on.
They might have an hour for lunch, and
they
don't
might
have time to wait.
They might. I just don't think they should all act irritated. So there's nothing you can do. Just leave. Like, don't be
just
here.
irritated with life.
Yeah, I guess so. So it's not their fault is my point. But anyway, they're in there just working like crazy. They took our order, and then, now we're on the list or whatever. And then Kim and I are just kind of chilling, eating chips and whatever weird diet drink I got.
Yeah.
And then these Uber Eats people are all acting like the most princess of princesses. Just like everybody owes them something. So what I think what I came away with, the reason I'm bringing this up, is this just had this thought that as convenient as this sort of gig economy thing became for customers, where they pay a little bit more and have the convenience of a delivery or an office doing that or whatever, it brings a ton of business to a place like this. But I don't think they actually freaking like it. I think they
loved it during the pandemic because it was the way a lot of places who didn't have the facility to allow people to social distance or eat outside. Right. It was the only way they could survive, right? It was like, okay, we have to have a delivery component. But yeah, I mean, do they still like it? Is the guild off the lily, as they say, right?
It felt like
the shine off the apple.
Exactly. Yeah. It felt like the sort of rank and file that have to deal with the wackadoo that happens every single day with this. But it just seemed like a lot, They looked really stressed.
But I'll say this, and I can't believe I forgot to tell this story, but I think it was one of the weekends where we didn't have a show Monday, and we had a couple of those, and so I'd forgotten to tell this story on Tuesday. So Tina and I went to Chipotle and got there like at about 11:45, close to noon. Walk in, and we're like, oh my God, this is awesome. There's only 2 people up at the counter about to order. There's no line. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
So we get up there. And it's a couple of women in like hospital scrubs. Okay. And we're like, all right, cool. They'll place the order. We'll place ours. We'll be eating, and it'll be great, nice and quick.
Sure. She
pulls out the smallest Post-it note that you can get. You know those ones that are like smaller than a matchbook? It's not like
here's a standard one. It's like a quarter of that.
That's the standard one.
Right?
It's like a quarter of that. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. They're tiny, you guys.
And she's reading from that maybe like 8-9 orders for people back at whatever medical facility she works at. Oof. Which is fine. It's great. Oh, yeah, send somebody to go out and pick up the food, bring it back. That's great. But she's doing it in the absolute worst way. So it's like, okay, the next one is a burrito. And so they get out they put the tortilla in the T-shirt iron, and then they pull it out. Black beans. Okay, they put black beans. What else? Rice. Okay, they put the rice on. Every time she has to look back down at the little Post-it note. Yeah. And chicken. Yeah, chicken. Okay. And the salsa. They get that one down the end. Then it's like, what's the next thing?
Same thing again? Ugh.
Same thing. Another burrito. And she does the whole thing. Black beans, white rice, chicken, salsa. It's like, oh my God, you could have said make 4 burritos, all with black beans, chicken. But no, she has to keep looking down at this thing.
And even if they're slightly different, like let's say one guy says, I want this on it, but I want guac or whatever. Right. Fine. Then say I want 4 of these. They're identical. 2 of these identical. And then this one has guac. Duh.
Exactly. Or just like say, I'm getting 6 burritos. Great. little T-shirt machine going overtime. Then put the rice on. Then put the beans on. All of them black beans? Yes, all of them black beans. Great. Bloop, bloop,
Bloop, blop, bloop, blop. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
The chat
But
room
no,
makes
she
a
has
point. They make a point about how they have to read doctors' writing. Maybe that was it.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because you certainly wouldn't pass around this tiny Post-it note for everybody to put their order on. She went around to everybody's office or wherever and said, "Okay, I'm going to Chipotle. What do you want?" And so, they told her and she wrote it down. Instead of a big piece of paper or something, or I don't know, use the Chipotle online ordering system and then go pick it up because they have that and it's easy.
They do. I agree. They should do that. I don't know, man. Like, it just looked hard. And these poor guys, you could tell they were just like dreading if a new person came in, they were going to have to tell them, we're slammed with this and we can't do anything for a minute.
Yeah.
And those, I just felt for them. I was just like, oh, you poor guys. Anyway, it went great because they got to my thing 20 minutes later and that was a damn fine sandwich. So
good. Yeah.
Boom.
Nothing wrong with that.
Although,
I like a good firehouse sub.
The hook and ladder, man. I usually try to get mushrooms on it, but then it's almost identical to another sandwich that doesn't have ham. So I'm always torn. Like, should I just get that, or should I get the extra thing?
Calories don't count on birthdays, right? Like, I can eat what I want on my birthday.
Oh yeah, they don't even. Your body doesn't even know the difference.
Doesn't even. Sure. Okay.
No register. Yeah, you just eat like a whole cake. You're fine. You're good.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Good. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna go. That's a good suggestion. I'm gonna go get a whole cake.
Yeah. Get a whole cake.
What I might do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Mod Pizza, get a mini mod of my favorite kind of pizza, and then get one of their little fake knockoff Dingdongs.
Oh, those are good.
Those are good. They're no-name cakes.
Yeah. They're really good though. They're like a fantastic ripoff.
They are. I loved it when they had the Pride ones, right, with the Pride colors.
Oh yeah, I didn't eat I'm off the shug now, so I can't do it. But back in the day before all this happened, like pre-2019, I would kill a couple of those in a visit.
murder a no-name ding dong.
No kidding. For some reason, your story about the hospital lady ordering burritos. For some reason, I picture them as nuns. Why do I keep doing that? In my head, they're nuns.
Because you're forgetting what scrubs look like. Apparently, you think they're black with hoods.
Isn't that weird? Or I'm thinking of it's like a church, the Hospital of Sister Mercy or whatever, and it's all a bunch of nuns running the place. I don't know why. Yeah. It's just in my head. Something wrong with me.
Hilarious. Maybe
anyway.
I'll just go to Five Guys because it's right by Mod Pizza. I'll go to Five Guys. And then afterwards, I'll get a couple ding-dongs. Perfect. I think that's great.
Yeah.
Some Five Guys and ding-dongs.
Yeah, Five Guys and their ding-dongs. You heard it here first. Just turn that pineapple upside down, Brian. You'll be all set.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, exactly.
Tell me about trivia last night. How'd that go?
Yeah, so we went to, there's a local place, Colorado Tap House, that does trivia. They do their own trivia, as opposed to having one of the many companies that are now doing bar trivia that come to your bar with questions and prizes and all that. You pay them, but they bring in a bunch of people, etc.
I did not know that.
Right? Their own
I thought it was all everybody's own thing. I didn't realize it was like a.
No, there's some great Geeks Who Drink is one of the big ones that puts stuff on, and they're fantastic. They're my favorite of the bunch. And when we were doing the Geek Bowls every year, that would take us to Chicago and Seattle and Boston. It was the Geeks Who Drink company putting those on, and so our $10,000 check and our $8,000 check and all that stuff came from them. Anyway, cool. So we went last night. Had some good rounds, had some bad rounds. There was some tough questions. There were some easy ones. I pulled an answer out of my butt. Like, who read their own poem? Oh, and I can't remember what it was called, at JFK's inauguration.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know that. That's hard.
Yeah. I'm thinking, all right, well, who would have been alive? Maybe Robert Frost? Let's say Robert Frost.
Sure.
Turned into, Gwen Gunn got it. It was Robert Frost.
Oh, it was him. Okay.
So pulled that one out of my butt, and that one actually got us to second place. So we won second place, right? And there was a guy from Coors there. They'd never had a decent set of prizes other than their little gift card of house cash. But Coors, the guy from Coors was there, and he's like, all right, I've got Rockies tickets for first place. I've got this nice set of pint glasses for second place. And these are really cool, like embossed Coors pint glasses. They have the Rockies embossed on them.
That's cool.
Really cool.
Yeah.
And then he says, yeah, and I've got a few T-shirts and things like that. So if you want a T-shirt, just come up. You don't have to win them, etc. It's like, oh, well, this is kind of cool. All right, excellent. Well, we really want those Rockies tickets.
Yeah, I bet.
So there were 5 of us last night, me and Tina and the neighbors. So we play our hardest. We come up short. We come second place. Now, during the game, he goes around and he says, hey, I actually found a bunch more of these glasses. So I have enough that I can give everybody playing one of these glasses. Oh, cool. All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
So he goes around every table, gives them glasses. This, that was going to be the second place thing, but worked out just fine. We got those anyway. We are battling head to head against this team called Bananagrams or something like that.
Bananagrams? What does that even mean?
Bananagrams or banana. They're banana something, and just irritated the crap out of me. So
yeah,
they had first place when the first scoring break. Then they slipped down to second. We slipped up to third, and then we traded places. At the very end, they took third, we took second, and then another team, B-Dogs, took first place.
Oh, the B-Dogs.
Coors guy goes up to B-Dogs. All right, here, let me take your information. I'll send you the Colorado Rockies baseball tickets. Great, that's cool. And then the team that took third is the table right next to his, and they start whining like, oh, we were so close. I can't believe we screwed up. And I answered the last question wrong, and I knew the answer, and I didn't get it. And they started whining. Okay. And I'm standing there next to him to go up and say, hey, before we head out of here, anything else for second place, or should we bolt? But I want to let this table, finish their little whining pity party.
Of course.
Coors guy says, well, tell you what, I've actually got a couple more Rockies tickets that I can give you guys.
Oh,
don't tell anybody, but I'll give you these.
Nice.
And I'm standing there right next to the table listening to all this.
This is some more karma from Vegas, except it's not directed at you yet. Anyway, keep
going. Exactly. No, this is anti-karma. This is like, what did these jackanapes do to deserve this?
All they did was complain, those bastards.
Exactly. Yeah. So the guy gives them their tickets, and then I walk over, still right next to this, the table of whiners who just got some tickets for taking third place.
Yeah.
Say, hey, we're getting ready to take off. Just want to make sure nothing else for second place. Is like, oh no, it was going to be the glasses, but we gave all those out. Like, okay, thanks. Thanks. I don't know. Maybe if you had a couple of spare Rockies tickets, I don't know. Maybe you could have given them to second place per chance. Maybe that you could have done.
That's a bummer, dude.
Jackass.
I would have been annoyed too. I feel your pain on this one. That sounds like an annoying thing, but
it's like, come on. So anyway.
I'm a little annoyed that they didn't. I mean, I don't know. Like,
right? If you were you and Kim, you totally would have said, "Oh, well, we'd like him, but maybe offer him to the second place team."
Yeah, we would have done that.
That's what we would have done.
100%.
If he had come over to us, we absolutely would have said, "Well, do you have something for second place? Because maybe they should get those."
Yeah.
But yeah, no, these were all adults acting like little 5-year-olds who didn't get their way and pouted and
maybe they got instant karma. Maybe they went out to their car and immediately shit themselves and didn't know why.
I'm hoping that it pours rain on them at the Rockies game. Like,
yep,
I hope it rains nothing but sour grapes on them.
That's
the entire
right.
Time there.
Cold, stinky rain. And like after some kind of fire happens, there's a bunch of smoke in the air, and then that rain hits it, and then it's all on them. That's what we hope for them. We don't want them to die or anything. We're just saying,
I hope a fly ball, a pop fly, knocks their nachos over. That's what I hope.
And then the diarrhea. All right.
And then the diarrhea from the nachos.
Yeah, always the diarrhea. All right. That's awesome. Or sucks. Yeah. I should say.
No, yeah, whatever.
Well, too bad.
Yeah, Rockies tickets right now are cheap because the Rockies are not doing well.
Oh, they're not great, are they?
No.
Well, look at all those fair weather friends only supporting their favorite team.
Exactly. It's like, oh, we love the Avalanche right now, and we're really excited about the Broncos with Russell Wilson, but
the Rockies. How are the what's the basketball team? I always forget.
The Nuggets.
How are the Nuggets last season? I didn't pay attention.
They're okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they were. I don't even think they made it to the playoffs. So I think it's like, yeah, they're fair.
In the '90s, we enjoyed a little Western rivalry with you guys. It was fun.
Oh yeah, Jazz and Nuggets, man.
They were always fighting for that seed, and then one of them would go past the other, and it would be like, meh, but it was always pretty friendly.
It always was. Yeah.
We just wanted to beat the Bulls, and so did you, and
exactly.
We had a common goal.
Just wanted to beat the Bulls. Hey, before we get to this email,
yes,
I hadn't even thought about bringing this up, but I have this. I've been saving this tab because I did want to tell you about it. I'm going to tell you about it on the show because holy crap, is this a cool thing? Now, the only bummer about this is that I think it there's a level of it that costs money, but whatever.
Okay. There's
this thing called Bricket. Brickit. And you're thinking to yourself, man, that sounds like a horrible thing because I don't like things getting bricked.
Yeah.
I don't want my phone to get bricked.
Exactly.
I don't want my iPad to get bricked.
Yeah, who wants to brick their electronics? Nobody does.
Nobody does. No, this is an app that you use with Legos. You probably, after assembling a ton of Lego things, or maybe just from Van, you've got a big bin of nothing but Legos, right?
Definitely
just loose Legos.
Oh yeah, tons of it. We got right now. It's still kind of the big fat Duplo looking stuff, but
oh sure, yeah, not the actual little bricks.
Yeah,
this thing is so cool. You take a picture with your phone, so you download this app, and you take a picture of your pile of bricks splayed out across a table.
Oh my gosh, I know where this is headed. Keep going.
And it scans and figures out all the bricks you have. It probably makes that noise. If it doesn't, it should.
Yeah.
And then shows you things you can make from those loose bricks.
What, dude?
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were going to say. That's crazy. That's so cool. So so have you done it? Did you try it?
I downloaded it and I tried it, and I even I was going to do something on the show. I brought over a little bucket of bricks and splayed them out because we have a massive Rubbermaid bin of bricks that Tristan left when he moved out. Oh,
that's awesome.
And I dumped these out onto the table, spread them out, and it wasn't enough. It's like, I think you need more bricks. That's what it said.
Wow.
Because you take out weird stuff like these things, right? Like these custom
Oh
Lego
yeah,
deals.
the bits that are like pre-built and ready to snap on.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. Like your TIE fighter pieces and stuff like that. You take those out and you just scan like the regular bricks. But this thing is so dang impressive.
I'd never even heard of that. That's really cool.
Yeah, I kind of want to splay them all out over the poker table later and try this out and just see what happens.
Yeah, just see what it says. So I assume it's like, oh, you have enough bricks to make these 3 cars, or
exactly
that's
right.
the same amount for this large plane or whatever it is.
This haunted house, or right, exactly.
Does it do anything with the minis or just the bricks? I assume it's just probably the bricks.
Probably just the bricks, but then you put your minis in there and say, all right. I mean, I guess you could say, you've got enough to build this haunted house and put a ghost mini in front of it.
Yeah, maybe it will. That's so cool. I had no idea that existed. I may mess with that as well later because
I think there's a free level and then there's pro, and I don't know what pro gets you, but pro is like $44 a year, and it feels like that doesn't feel like it's in the Lego world, that much money.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, but I guess if you've got little kids in the house and you need stuff to occupy them, rainy day stuff. Oh, so then it even says all right, so once you've splayed them out and taken your picture and it tells you what you can build, you leave those bricks where they are, because then as you're building it says, oh yeah, you want this little red 6-peg brick, which is right here. And it bleep, 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 shows you in your photo exactly where it is.
That's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
That's actually really cool. I didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
That's awesome. See, sometimes technology is great, you guys. That's what we've learned.
Yes.
All right. Well, Legos aside, we are going to read a quick email. This one from somebody.
Send and receive email.
This is from Cappy, who said...
Cappy! Hello, Cappy.
He sent it to themorningstream@gmail.com. It says, Dear Superman and Batman. Oh. Never thought of that before. We got...
Yeah.
How has no one done Superman and Batman?
What made you say that name, Cappy?
It says, I know how much y'all dislike the CW versions of the DCU. I don't know if that's true of Brian, though. He's had some he's enjoyed, right?
Yeah, I was constantly watching Arrow, Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow before they turned into the the Iris show, the Felicity Smoke show, and
and the freaking longingly in each other's eyes freaking love story shows.
Exactly. It started turning into let's focus on the girlfriends too much instead of the superhero stuff. But,
I guess Flash is getting one more season and they're out. They announced it yesterday.
One last 13-episode season and then they're done.
Yeah. But does that make you want to catch up at all, or what do you think of that? No? Okay.
No,
I never even started it. I
hung on there as long as I could, and then they had a whole season of Iris trapped in the mirror universe, and I was like, oh my god.
Boo.
Yeah, maybe just leave her. Flash.
Plus, you'd argue too, or I would argue that those. What's that guy's name who produced all those? What's his name?
Berlanti. Berlanti.
The Berlanti stuff, and he's still doing some of that for HBO Max, but the Berlanti stuff on CW is vastly inferior to what they're doing so far with both his and other stuff on HBO Max with Warner Brothers stuff and therefore DC.
Like Titans is fantastic. Doom Squad is Doom Patrol is great. Not Doom Squad. Doom Patrol is great.
And he's got a hand in both those things, I think. I know for sure Titans is his deal.
It's definitely produced. I don't know if it's written or directed or anything by that.
Sure, but I just think that stuff's so vastly superior that I think the CW stuff just needs to die on the vine and be done.
Or move it over. Like give us Flash stuff that's as good as Titans and Doom Patrol.
Yeah. I agree with that. I need to watch the first 3 episodes dropped for the new.
Harley
Quinn. Yeah, I love that series. So good.
I still have 4 or 5 episodes of the last season.
Brian, you need to catch up on that show.
I do. Well, that's a good thing for filler. It's like, oh no, Better Call Saul comes first. I got to get me some Better Call Saul.
Why won't anyone spend time with me? Their Bane on there is so great.
Oh really? So have I seen Bane yet? I know I've.
He's so good.
I have seen Bane because when she gets her invite into the Justice or the what's the villain equivalent?
I forget what they're the Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom.
Yeah,
when she gets her invite into the Legion of Doom.
Yeah, headed by Lex Luthor, played by Giancarlo Esposito once again. That guy's just everyone's bad guy.
Boy, what an agent that guy has, right? I still never. Oh, that reminds me. I still never picked up that new Far Cry.
I didn't either. There was some talk it was hitting Game Pass, and so I was kind of waiting for that.
I'll bet it hits PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Extra or whatever it is pretty soon. So I'll just wait for that.
Yeah, something. Yeah. Oh, get that cat game before they pull it.
Yes. Yeah. That's right, because that's PlayStation Plus, right?
Yeah.
That's like
Carter. It's on Steam, but if you have PlayStation Plus middle tier, no, I guess it's even basic tier. You get that one. I think it's just one of their free monthly games.
Looks so, like you're playing a cat running around Japan. What's not to love?
Yeah, and they're all robots. There's no peoples. It's all cyberpunk weirdness. And Carter played the whole thing, beat it, and won't stop begging me to play it. She's just freaking out about it. So apparently it's great.
Did she cry at the very beginning when the cat falls off the pipe and lands with a thud and is limping all over for the first few levels?
No, but when she came in and said... I finished it, and I said, oh, did it? Because I always want to know what makes her emotional, because she's such an emotional kid. So I say, did it make you cry at the end? And she immediately just looked at me, and her eye twitched for a minute, and she's about to cry again. So apparently a very emotional ending to the thing, and it's very good. So.
Oh, okay. All right, good. I'm excited. Tally says that she cried so much. Oh, I know. I watched the review I saw that just played that beginning part with the cat sliding off the pipe, and it's like, oh my god!
I know that was enough to make me go, ah.
Yeah.
you're gonna yank me around. Tally cried. Now that is something. That must have been very emotional.
They must have shown EA or something. On screen
somebody killed EA in the cat game. Anyway, says, I know you guys don't like those versions very much, but please check out Superman and Lois. It is gritty and a great story, and truly brings me back to what Smallville was like. It has a direct connection to Smallville and almost has no connection to the I don't know what that means. I think
to the
CWDC averse. I think he probably dictated this with his voice.
I
think he means universe
right there. That little
and averse is not the right word. Anyway, of pretty people only. At least for me, I felt the Old West vibes that Scott loves so much for a good portion so far. Love the show, Cappy.
Yeah.
I've heard similar things about Superman
I
and
watched
Lois.
the first 5 episodes of that and loved it. And then they had like a break, and I haven't gone back to continue the series, but it is really good. It's that Tyler Hoechlin, I think is his name, who played Superman in the other Berlanti shows when they do their Crisis and stuff like that.
Oh, I didn't realize they carried him over. I thought he was a new.
Yeah, they carried
face.
him over. So this is in the same universe, Berlanti-verse, as those other shows. I think that's what he also meant, right? The CW DC-verse is what he's trying to say, the short for universe.
Yeah, sure.
But those shows are great. They're really, really well done, and they go back to Smallville, and they're just, it's Superman and Lois hanging out in Smallville with their teenage sons, raising them back in Smallville, away from the hustle and bustle of Metropolis.
I didn't know they had multiple sons. That's not comic current, I don't think, right? Because I thought they just had John, and it was it.
They've got 2. Yeah, I think that's right. I think in the comics they only have one, but in this show they have 2. Oh, okay, thanks. Dice to me clarify. Well, that's what I meant. CW is the Berlanti-verse, yes.
Gotcha. They don't call it.
But then so is the stuff that's not on CW. That's because they've had crossovers.
In Titans, they did?
Titans. I guess Titans and Doom Patrol have had their crossovers, but nothing with the. You're right. I guess none of the CW stuff.
I gotta catch up on all that stuff. You just reminded me of how much crap I'm behind on. I love Titans. I watched like 5 episodes and then just got busy, and now I'm so behind. We live in a time of we're buried in it.
Yeah, it's
we're
true.
Just under all the nerd stuff now.
Remember a time when we couldn't get enough like comic book and geek culture television, and now it's like, oh my God, there's so much out there.
When you and I were in high school, we had to go to comic book shops. It's the only source we had. It's all we could do. And what did we have on TV and other stuff with comic book stuff? Terrible iterations of like Spider-Man and Captain America. It was all bullshit.
Right.
It was all bad.
Right.
And now I can't breathe. There's so much of it. I can't breathe. Anyway.
And you don't get, and who you want? Minka Kelly. You're missing out on your Minka Kelly fix.
Oh, I love Minka Kelly.
Yeah.
She was great on, she was on Euphoria.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah. She was on Euphoria this last season. Very good.
Oh, was she really?
Yeah. She plays somebody's mom.
I was just about to say she's not up to playing somebody's mom yet, is she? But
she totally is. But she's like somebody's very hot mom.
Somebody's MILF is what she is.
Yeah, she's very, very. She's beautiful. But
yeah, she is.
It's what you get when you got your. Wait, who's her dad? It's not. How's it go? I can't think of the band. Love in an elevator. Who am I thinking of?
Aerosmith. Steven Tyler?
Not Steven Tyler, the other guy.
Oh, right. It's the Joe Perry or
Joe
somebody,
Perry,
right?
I think, is her dad. Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Rick Dufay.
Was it Rick Dufay?
The guitarist,
I forget which one those guys are, but yeah, she's gorgeous. And then I would argue that, what's her name? Arwen is still very beautiful. What's with this band?
Liv Tyler?
Yeah, what's with these ugly dudes in this ugly band?
Because they're musicians and they attract women who are so beautiful, their genes override the ugly rocker genes.
I guess so, man. I guess so, because they're beautiful people, and you look at their dads, you go, my gosh, how did the seed come out of that wiener? You know what I mean? All right. Hey, real quick, big thanks and shout out to Serenix in September in our community. They have a video game show they do. And
cool.
I was on it this week, and I had a great time. And I'm an idiot
nice.
because I forgot the name of the show. I want to give him a little props for it and tell people about it, and I forgot. So if one of you is in the chat, please tell me the name. I had a really good time on there, though.
Did they know each other and work together before ANTP? Because they're 2 people from the most recent season of America's
They
Next Top
are.
Podcast.
I think they hooked up. They told me this. They said they met each other, I think, in TMS chat. Before all of this,
before
I think.
ANTP? Okay, cool.
It wasn't Geek Grills.
That's the other show she does, which is excellent.
Or Gamer Grills. It wasn't that. I want to be on there with her sometime. I know you've all been on there, but me, I don't know why I haven't been on there. But
you haven't been on Geek Grills?
No.
Yeah,
They've had Tom. She was saying they had Tom like multiple times. They've had you. They've had like Jury a couple of times.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been asked. September. You got to ask. But anyway, that was really fun. I had a good time. We talked a bunch about stuff, and it was great. They did a good job.
Cool.
All right. We should do a little bit of news here this morning. Get people caught up on what happened overnight. And here you go. It's time for the news, and it's brought to you by...
Brought to you by the Colorado Rockies, disappointing, whining trivia players since 2012.
I mean, why are they so bad right now, by the way, the Rockies? What do you think the deal is?
It's rebuilding year, Scott. It's rebuilding year.
Rebuilding year. They've been telling me that about the Jazz since 96, so.
Exactly.
That's fine. We'll get it.
Yeah.
Although we did get some kind of crazy draft pick stuff this year. Or something. I haven't followed it really closely, but I guess there's like 4 big draft. Something's happening with the Jazz. I don't know what the hell it was.
Okay.
So we lost what's his name, who we loved, even though he was patient zero for COVID.
Oh gosh, really?
Yeah, he was famous for the whole NBA. When they shut down, it's because this dude got it. What's it? Rudy Gobert. That's it.
Really?
And so he took a ton of shit for that. But I can tell you on the ground level, this dude did more in the community while he was here than almost any Jazz player has in decades. Like, that guy was like super charity minded, always up for something like that, helping kids, showing up at the hospital for some kid whose wish was to meet him, stuff like that.
That's cool.
He was a really good dude, just a little sloppy on the COVID.
Hey, one of our trivia questions last night. This is a good one for the chat room. I'm curious to see if anybody gets this. What entertainer has given the most given the most wishes for the Make-A-Wish Foundation? Right.
Oh.
So what celebrity, entertainer, person of note has been the most wished upon to meet or
living or dead or both, or do you know if it's...
They're living.
They're living.
Yeah.
Okay.
My God, how do so many of the people in the chat room know this?
I'm not looking. I want to guess this.
Yeah, take a guess. Don't look at the chat.
I'm thinking of recent years just because I can't help it. Robert Downey Jr. maybe shows up as Iron Man at children's hospitals and stuff.
It's interesting. That was one of the ones we came up with. We went older because we thought, well, this person would appeal to both children and teenagers and sadly not appropriately with children, but we thought, Michael Jackson probably would have been really into the Make-A-Wish Foundation and would have probably been cool with showing up at hospitals for kids who made a wish. But no, the chat room completely flooded to the right answer. John Cena.
John Cena. That's amazing, really. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He seems like the kind of guy that would do that stuff.
He does. Peacemaker out there doing the
making peace. Yeah.
Making peace. Tell me you've seen Peacemaker. You've watched that.
Brian, I'm embarrassed to tell you this. I loved him in Suicide Squad, I fully intended to just go all in, and I just haven't. There's no reason. I have zero excuse. I need to watch it.
No reason at all. Oh my God!
Once again, it's those things where it's like
the intro to Peacemaker.
I have seen the dance.
You have seen that.
Yeah,
okay.
I saw that, and that's actually one of the things I was like, oh, I'm so excited for this, and then I just didn't. And then part of me went, oh, Scott, it'll be there forever, and then a little voice behind that going, but you're not going to be here forever. So now I got to watch it.
Because I was going to say, if you hadn't seen the dance, we'd have to force it into TMS couch party.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. But if you've seen the dance, then it's like, no, watch that series on your own time. It's great. It's really good.
Lemonade in the chat saying Peacemaker's way better than Parasite. Okay, all right.
he's using. He told me he's trying to use reverse psychology on you.
Is that what he's doing? Okay. Well, it didn't work there, buddy. It makes me just want to watch Peacemaker. Anyway, Chick-fil-A in the news. You know them?
Chick-fil-A, I do. They are still not popular with the gays.
Yeah.
And appropriately so.
Or the gays are not popular with them, I guess. I don't know.
That's true. It's actually, it's
from a corporate level, I don't know where they're at with that now. I can tell you, I love our local franchise because they're all franchisees, locally owned by people who own a franchise. Yeah. And these people are awesome. They're so nice, so personable. Yeah. It feels like a mom and pop restaurant when you go in there because they remember you, which is weird, right? These people that own it.
Yeah.
Their employees love them. They have hired multiple LGBTQ people I do it slowly because I F that up all the time.
It starts sounding like somebody dumped a Scrabble bag.
Yeah,
right?
a little bit. If I do it too quick, it makes no sense. But
Yeah.
I forgot the plus, but they're real good at that stuff. Yeah. And I love that because to me, it's kind of flies in the face of the bullshit from corporate. But anyway, this is not about that. They're asking for volunteers, that's in quotes, to work for 5 chicken sandwiches per hour. Okay.
Okay.
So this is weird. Chick-fil-A
already see so many problems.
Yeah, there's issues with this. A Chick-fil-A in North Carolina posted a job opportunity on Facebook that offered to pay volunteers in chicken, not money. So they want to pay in the currency is chicken.
That is, first of all, that's freaking lame.
Yeah, it is lame. Super lame.
Cheap.
Yeah. Lame. But also, one location, so you don't expect this from your local.
Is it? So this isn't coming from corporate. This is
just them. Yeah.
Jeez.
Apparently, they have, according to the couple that owns ours, or the one near us. They say that corporate actually has very little to do with anything except for the main menu items, promotions that are national. What else? That's kind of it. Like you just kind of, according to them, I don't know if everyone's the same. Who knows? But that's what they say. Anyway,
could you eat 5 chicken sandwiches of theirs in an hour? Like, would you feel like that is, adequate sustenance? Or like, what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to eat 5 sandwiches in an hour. So they're
you certainly
number
shouldn't,
one,
right?
You certainly shouldn't. So number one, that's costing them what, like $3 worth of food?
Yeah, if that
total.
Yeah.
And then you're not even going to eat more than 2 of those if you do.
Yeah. If you eat 5, this is what you get.
Diarrhea.
Right after the end of
exactly.
that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
don't be eating 5 anything.
Right.
But no, I don't. This is a terrible idea. I mean, I guess if you're starving
idea.
you're not going to be able to pay your rent with a freaking chicken.
Do you have Torchy's tacos where you're at?
No, but you're always telling me they're awesome and I want them.
They're awesome. Yeah, the thing that came from Austin. They're an Austin thing that moved here. And I drove somebody, I lifted somebody yesterday. God, they need a better term for that.
I have a new, wait, you're bringing up Lyft. Hold on.
Lyft story, yeah.
Wait, let's see if this plays.
Drive at sensible speeds. Be courteous and obey traffic regulations.
There you go. There's your new one.
Cool. All right, good.
So wait, so tell me, what happened there?
I drove somebody to work. They work at Torchy's Tacos, and they said, yeah, so in addition to paying us, they're now starting to do a thing where they used to give us 50% off whatever we wanted to eat while we were working there. But they said, well, since the people in the back can just eat whatever they want when they want,
Yeah.
They're going to extend that to the front of the house too. So basically they get three full-on tacos per shift. And that's on top of their pay, not in place of, but on top of their pay.
Good for
So it's like,
them. You know?
And they've got like 20 different kinds of tacos on their menu. So if you work there, you're going to have something different every single time.
Right. It's not like working at Dairy Queen where you get the same damn hot dog and hamburger to look at every day or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think that's great. You know what? Take good care of your people. They'll take care of you. Right. You won't be a victim of this silent strike everybody's having.
And screw you, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A. Filet your own
you and
chicks.
the rap you wrote in on.
They ended up deleting the post, by the way, because they got a whole lot of shit for it.
I'm sure they did. Good.
And they, I mean, basically, people are like, "You're asking people to work for free. That's actually illegal in this state." Like all kinds of stuff, and they were like, "Oh shit!" So they pulled it. But their chicken is sure tasty.
Yeah, their excuse was, we get people all the time that want to be a part of what we're doing. This is just designed to be an opportunity for that.
Yeah, no, you don't do.
People say they want to voluntarily work for us.
Yeah, you don't do internships for freaking chicken preparation. Sorry, you just don't, because that's what this sounds like—an internship with a perk.
Exactly.
Bull crap. That's it for today's news. That's the really important stuff. The rest of this will hold. We'll save it for tomorrow. But in a minute, we'll be bringing our old pal Bill in here. Got a question for him from a listener, as well as whatever he's doing this week. And also, Bobby Frankenberger will join us for a science segment after that. Before we do any of these things.
I'm going to learn so much today, Scott.
I know. I feel like
you're
going to be soaked in it, Brian.
Yes, you're soaking in it.
You're soaking in science. Anyway, that's Scott, all coming up. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, how do you like your Americans?
I like them nicer and less divisive, and also less Manifest Destiny based.
Okay. All right, good. Well, if you like your Americans rare, then I've got the band for you. It's a band called Rare Americans. And this is from their brand new album, which is called You're Not a Bad Person, It's Just a Bad World.
Oh, man.
Comes out, it's a great title. Yeah. It comes out August 19th via Empire. Look at that. There's finally an Empire Records. Awesome. Good to see this.
Yeah.
They are, they're donating $1 from every pre-save. So if you go to Spotify or Apple Music or whatever and pre-save their album, then they'll donate $1 to Pink Shirt Day, which is taking a stand against bullying, which is really, really cool.
Yeah.
They, in addition to having a really cool song that you're about to hear, they've also got a very cool video for it too. It's animated, and it made me think of you and Carter. I think you guys will really get a kick out of this. The song is called Moving On. Here's the band Rare Americans.
Valentine's Day's coming. Oh, crap. I forgot to get a girlfriend again.
The kid gives him stink eye.
The morning stream. You have chosen poorly.
We are back. Once again, that band and song was...
That is the band Rare Americans, and the song is called Moving On from the upcoming album. You're not a bad person. It's just a bad world.
I love that. It's true. You know that?
It's true. Yeah. Yeah. The album covers really cool drawn artwork as well.
Nice.
But it's got some boobies on it.
Oh,
so
we
can't have any boobies. There are hand-drawn boobies on the cover.
Speaking of which, I found a story today that was about a lady artist lady. Back in 1830, 40 something, like way back in the 1800s, who some widower, his wife had just passed, and he was some rich widower guy. Mm-hmm. And when his wife died, this other lady, this artist lady, did a self-portrait of just her milky white boobage.
Uh-huh.
And they're notable for that. And I've seen the painting before. I just didn't know the story behind it. And so it's just these breasts. It's fine, whatever. She paints this. She takes the painting. She ships it to this guy and says, here, this is me. These are my boobs. Here's the painting I made of my boobs. And I realized it's the first nude that anyone sent anybody.
It's the first sext. Right. It's the first sexting.
Yeah. It's like a booby thing that you would normally do on Snapchat, but you did it with the slow way, the old way. Anyway.
That's kind of cool. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Nuts. Anyway. It's a very nice painting. I mean, if I'm to be honest.
Well, sure.
All right. What are we doing? Oh, Bill. It's Bill. Bill time. For some reason, Discord is not coming up. There it is. All right. Here we go. We're adding Bill, and it'll be great because he's always got cool stuff to say. We got a question for him, like I mentioned.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, good.
So here's this.
Your bat cave's open there, Bill.
Bill Duran from punishprops.com joining us like he does every Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever the hell day it is.
Yeah, whatever day this is.
Yeah, whatever this is. Bill, welcome back. How are you?
Hello, I'm good, and a very happy birthday to Brian.
Oh, thank you, Bill. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Man.
Very nice. Nobody doesn't like a nice... Oh, actually, I kind of hate it. I don't like being told happy birthday.
I was gonna say, somebody here doesn't like a nice happy birthday.
I don't like getting older, so every time I have a birthday, I'm like less and less inclined to be jovial about it. But you know what? I don't want to take that joy from other people.
Yeah, you're not gonna take it from me, Scott.
No.
I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna revel in it, and I'm gonna appreciate it.
I'll take it from your cold dead hands, is how the phrase goes.
You can have my happy birthday when you pray it from my cold dead hands.
That's right. Hey, Bill, so we're going to start things off with a question for you today. How's that sound?
Awesome. That sounds fantastic.
All right. Well, our resident maker, Bill, about to answer this question from Thomas from Missouri, who wrote in and says, Hi, Scott, Brian, and Bill. I recently watched a video on YouTube where Adam Savage basically said when he goes looking for a technique, he finds it on Bill's channel. So here's a link to the video. I was wondering how Bill feels about that. I assume it's pretty great. I also wanted to ask if having a YouTube channel helps or hurts his making. because I could see that knowing that a lot of people are going to see your work would make you want to make it the best you can and put more effort into it. But I can also see how pressure would make it more difficult to finish a project and know you are putting it out there to be judged. Do you feel one more than the other? I just wanted to say I enjoy Bill's work and I hope he keeps making it for a long time, says Thomas in Missouri. So, first question first. Obviously, Adam even mentioned you in his book.
Yeah. His
recent book. So there's a lot of that going on where he's like impressed with your shit. How does that make Bill feel when that happens?
I always tell myself that external validation is not. I can't fuel everything I do from external validation. It has to come from me.
Yeah.
But boy, does external validation feel really good.
Yeah.
It feels really good. I hadn't watched that video yet. I think it came out earlier, like last week. So I went and watched it, and then I watched it 2 more times.
Yeah.
Adam's a hero of mine. He's a friend as well. But, I've been watching Mythbusters since it came out. And when he says something that nice about things I make, that makes me feel really terrific.
Yeah.
I mean, how could it not, right?
Yeah, he specifically... So, yeah. He specifically pointing out that when he looks for something, he ends up on one of my videos. Validates a lot of things, like all the work I've done for the last 10 years. But also, our videos are tutorials, and they're meant to be evergreen as much as possible. And the fact that people searching for techniques are finding them, whether it's Adam or not, means I did a pretty good job of making them searchable. So if you're making a YouTube channel, everyone, by the way, yay SEO.
Yeah.
Fill out every single tag, as many tags as you can fit on your video, and fill out the entire description with lots of words that describe it.
It actually works.
It really does, because it's not just Adam that's finding. If Adam's finding these videos, then lots and lots of other people are.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really super validated. But I'm also just honored whenever any of my other content creator friends watches one of my videos. I know I don't have enough time to watch all of my friends' videos. So when really anyone watches my videos, I'm just so honored.
Yeah. I feel that way when I hear somebody I really like or admire listens to the show, even other podcasters, and we find out, they're TMS listeners, or they like Film Sack, or whatever it is. That is always like sometimes a little bit of a shock. Because I get like an email out of nowhere. Like I remember the time Deadmau5 emailed the Diablo show. I could not freaking believe that. Or he didn't email. He sent in a voice thing, and he did
sent a voice. Yeah, that's right.
He did it with his original name, his real name, which I can't even remember now. But he did this whole thing, and at first it didn't register, so I just answered it like, "Well, thanks for writing in, so and so. Here's what I think about Brett."
Yeah.
And then later, someone's like, "Dude, Deadmau5 sent you a thing, and you acted like it was nothing." And I'm like, "Oh shit." But whenever that happens, hysterical. Like, I find out Liam O'Brien listens to this show every day or whatever. Yeah. At first, I'm like, oh, did I say anything so dumb it would embarrass me? Like I think of that, but also it's very validating when someone likes your work. So,
or even, so we just put a video out, and yesterday, Brant, the editor for the Modern Rogue, and a buddy, he tweeted out a clip from it. That he thought was funny, and I saw that, I was like, wait a minute, Brant watches my videos? Because he is one of the best editors on YouTube. He is so good at what he does, and that he's wasting his time watching my videos.
Yeah, I know, right?
Pretty great.
It's great, and it's weird because you don't. But I even do this with like personal friends when I hear like. We were joking about it yesterday, but when we know that Christine Fletcher listens to the show, just Scott Fletcher's wife. Her claim to fame is, she's awesome in her own way, but she's Scott Fletcher's wife in terms of the, how people here would know her. But but knowing she listens every day, I don't know. I find that both great and also makes me just slightly nervous because these are people I like and care about.
People whose opinion I genuinely care about.
Yeah. It's really weird how that plays out. All right, so that's question number one. Question number two was the whole thing, and I think we've talked about this before in different contexts, maybe even with Wendy, but knowing that a lot of people are going to see your stuff, what actually does that do to you? Does it make you more nervous? Does it make you less or more motivated? Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's interesting because back when no one was watching my videos and I didn't care, I felt like I was a lot more loosey-goosey with how I made my videos, and that was really, really fun. Now, with a lot of people watching, I feel more responsibility to make both the props and the videos good.
Yeah.
But that's more just my own personal quality bar.
Right.
Brittany and I both have a level of production value that we each want to hit with our videos. I personally have a level of quality I want to hit with the props that I make.
Yeah.
And I have always been striving to do that, even since before I was making videos. So it's less to do with knowing how many people are watching or knowing who's watching, and more to do with my own personal bar, but a little of both.
No, I think that's good. As long as the personal bar's there, then everything else can be fluid, right? You can you can use the pressure of how many viewers or listeners you have as a way to enhance that, but ultimately it's still down to whatever your personal standards are going to be.
Right,
Like I can always say, I can say as your podcasting's perspective, and I think Brian probably shares this because everything he makes sounds great as well. But for me, sound is key. If it's bad, I don't want to do it. I want to fix it. And like if somebody calls in or we have a guest or something that's really bad volume or whatever it may be, either I need to be able to fix that, and usually I can, or something, or else it's just not worth doing. Like I can't do an hour and a half of bad, unlistenable content.
Sure, yeah.
So there's a certain level where if I'm hitting that as a minimum, I'm happy. And then, everything above that, hopefully you can reach new heights. But that's, for me, that's a baseline. It sounds like a similar thing to what you're doing. If you're, it's one thing to make a really cool prop, but it's another thing to maybe film it poorly or have bad narration or a shitty mic or something.
Right.
And you don't want to do that, right? You want the full package and have it look good and sound good.
Or with making stuff too, it's taking the time to film all the steps correctly without cutting any corners. There's so many times where it would be easier to say, all right, we'll just finish this thing up here. We don't have to film it.
Yeah.
It's like, nope, we do have to film it. We have to finish it correctly. And we have to let it dry for a day, and then we're going to film it tomorrow.
Right.
It's making decisions like that instead of going, let's just slap some paint on it, call the video done today.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard because sometimes you do want to just be done, right?
You see it all the time.
Yeah, you're like, it's cat time. I need to be with my cat. What are we doing here? All right, well, that's pretty cool. And then didn't he say one other thing? No, that was it. That was his thing. And he loves your work, so that's nice and validating as well. Thanks, Thomas. Bill, anything else you want to talk about today?
Yeah, new video up on our channel. We also have a summer sale going on this week over at punishprops.com. So if you want to get our books or any 3D print files or my new Fusion 360 course, those are all on sale.
Nice.
Cool. But for the project video, we made Star Trek badges. I've never made a Star Trek prop at all, ever. So,
really, not even like I guess the guns that we got were from Daryl.
Yeah.
So you've never made wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, I don't know why. Are you not like a big Star Trek?
Were they based on?
Are you not a big Star Trek fan, or what's the why do you suppose you've never done it?
I am. I was more into Star Wars though growing up.
Sure.
But I was into Next Generation and DS9, and Brittany was into Next Generation and Voyager. Unfortunately, Voyager and DS9 have the same badge and same outfits, so that's the one that we made, but we made it two ways. We 3D printed one on our resin printer, and I machined one out of brass and aluminum on my CNC machine, and it's really good. It's metal. It's got magnets in it.
Do you have a thing where you tap it goes bleep bleep or anything like that?
Oh, not yet, but that would be a really great addition, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. I'm looking at your 3D now. What'd you base this on? Did you find something, or did you have to make it from scratch, or what'd you do?
So I found a screen-used prop, a photo someone had of a screen-used prop, and I found the scale for it, and then I was able to basically just trace that in Fusion 360 to make the 3D model.
Nice.
The 3D model is available for free over on our website as well. We have a free blueprint section with tons of free stuff. If anyone hasn't gone to our website and they're interested in that, go over there. There's dozens and dozens of free things that'll help you either make something out of foam or 3D print something.
Did you say brass on the one you machined?
Oh, yeah. Brass and aluminum.
Gosh, that's so cool, dude.
That is really cool.
What's your address? I'm just going to rob you. That's the fastest way to get there. I'm never going to get them anyway, so I may as well just go rob, steal
If that got you to finally visit Seattle, Scott, then I would be for it.
Look, Kim and I were, well, actually, there's a thing coming up where I'll be in Seattle shortly, but I won't be there very long. But I don't know. We'll talk. But this is too cool for school. And so of the two, I mean, obviously the brass one's going to be your favorite, but do you feel like they look, if from a distance you could have either one of these props on your shirt at the convention and everybody would be equally impressed, or
sure.
what?
Actually, so the painted 3D printed one ended up with more of a matte finish, which I think is actually closer to the way it looked on the show. So the 3D printed one is fine. Like it looks like it's from the show. The metal one is so shiny, it reflects a ton of light, and it actually doesn't look like the one in the show. But I don't care because it looks awesome, and it's on my refrigerator right now.
Oh my gosh, look at that. So that's interesting. So you cut it. So the aluminum bit is the actual symbol, but that insets in the brass. Oh, I want this so bad.
Right? Cutting out the two parts and then having them just sort of lock together. So satisfying.
All right. Well, that's a rad video you can look at now on YouTube or their site. So go to punishprops.com or the YouTube video. It's called Star Trek Badges, done two ways.
Badges. And, we don't need no stinking badges.
Yeah, and in this case, I do want a stinking badge. Real bad.
Yeah, we'd need some stinking badges.
Those are very cool, Bill. So check those out. You always leave us a little bonus link before you leave. What do you got there, man?
You know it. This is a YouTube maker named Alexander Chappell. He is building or renovating an apartment in a 130-year-old Oslo, Norway building.
Oh, wow.
It's been really fun to follow. The video I linked is he's waterproofing his bathroom with some really cool new materials I've never heard of before for doing that kind of work. So if you're interested in home renovation, this build series is right up your alley. They've done so much to this apartment. It's amazing.
I just watched him tumble through a drywall.
Yeah,
wall.
That was awesome. Is it weird that this kind of work makes me anxious because I feel like I'm the worst at it, and I watch him smiling and doing it and rocking it, and I'm just like, that is not me, man.
Some people are made for doing this sort of work. Some people aren't. There's nothing wrong with that.
My brother-in-law Steve is very good at this stuff, and I am the opposite. So when the zombies come, he'll save us all, and I will be good at hard drives or whatever the hell's going on. Bill, well done. Always good to have you here, man. And don't forget, punishprops.com is your destination, everybody. Also, Chinbeard on Twitter. Bill, have a great week. We'll see you next time.
You got it. See ya.
Bye,
See you,
man.
Bill.
Always good to talk to Bill.
Always. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Bill. All right.
Bill.
And if that wasn't enough for you, how about some scientific knowledge coming at you at warp speed? In order to enjoy that conversation, we have to play this little intro here.
Science.
Yeah, that's right. Science with Bobby Frankenberger, who joins us all the way from South Carolina here in the United States of this USA. Hello. That doesn't make sense. Hey, Bobby, what's going on? Welcome.
This USA, not that one.
Not the other one.
Not the other one you guys are thinking about.
The deep American South. Bobby, it's good to have you back. Of course, the one of the hosts of All Around Science, fantastic science podcast you should all be subscribed to. Comes on Tuesdays and talks about scientific topics.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You should be subscribed to All Around Science.
I agree. I am. I'm subscribed. Are you, people? Are you? All right. Well, if they're not, they will be after whatever magical thing you're going to tell us about today. What's going on out there?
Well, I thought we needed a bit of a COVID update. But before that, since everybody gets down about COVID updates, I thought I would tell you about a grad student at Rice University who made a claw gripper arm out of a dead spider.
I saw this.
Oh God, yeah. Okay, the zombie spiders. Yes, great. Let's get this over with.
Here's
Bobby.
the thing, though, isn't it? Like, I'm always annoyed by the articles about this because the actual thing is just inflating its joints with air or something.
Well, that's
right?
the cool thing about it to me is how it works, because this grad student Faye Yap at Rice University just saw a dead spider on the ground and saw it curl. Everybody's seen a dead. I guess we should warn people who don't like spiders. Maybe you want to tune out.
Maybe jump ahead a few minutes. Yeah.
My wife wanted nothing to do with the story when I told her about it. It freaked her out completely. So I feel you.
So so you've seen dead spiders. They curl up, right?
Mm-hmm. They fold their legs into the center of their body.
Yeah,
exactly. So this grad student, like a great science student, great sciencey person, doesn't just walk by this and then accept it. They say, why does that happen? Like that's strange. Why do all spiders do that? So they investigated it and found out. So the legs of spiders, you and I, all of our appendages, we have a muscle setup that's it's called what is it called? It's antagonistic muscle pairs. You've got one muscle that flexes and then one muscle that allows you to stretch your arm out again,
like
right?
tricep, bicep, right? Kind of like
yeah, exactly.
That, yeah, front and back or whatever. Sure.
Spiders do not have this. Spider legs, and I imagine probably other arachnids and many insects also maybe. They have just one muscle that is a flexor muscle that allows them to contract the leg, and they use hydraulic pressure of fluid movement inside their bodies to create pressure that causes them to be able to extend it again. And so there's a gland or an organ inside the spider which handles all this pressure. But when the spider's dead, it can't control that hydraulic pressure anymore. So the muscles just take over and just cause all the legs to curl up because that's all that they do. And so there you go.
Right. So it's almost like having like the those trying to think of an example, right, where you basically you can only pull from the inside to contract something as opposed to pulling from the outside to have it go open, like those little giraffes where you push the button on the bottom of the
There it
base
is.
and they
That's
go,
it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, my head was swimming about what that reminded me of, and then you said it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I hate those things where you squeeze them and they go.
Exactly.
But it's that idea, right? Like when you squeeze your hand, if you didn't have muscles to reopen your hand and you squeeze those tendons, now it forces your hand to do a thing. It's a bit like that, I guess, right?
Right. Exactly. So
that's wild.
Interesting. Never realized that, but that makes total sense as to why they curl up. It's just those little muscles going.
So they just stuck a syringe of air right into that gland that when it's alive does all the hydraulic pressure, and just applying a little bit of air into that gland sends the pressure into all the legs and allows it to open up and then close it.
Yeah, it's Satan's claw machine, really.
Yeah, it really is. It's really creepy
especially when
looking.
you see the video. Yeah, it totally is.
It really is something. Now, let me ask you this: like from the a practicality standpoint, what does this maybe give us? I mean, I understand it like helps us understand how it works, and they can lift so much more than their body weight and all that.
So they're claiming that this would be useful for what they call delicate pick-and-place microelectronics, but I don't know.
Sure.
I think maybe they're just doing something cool, and you kind of, if you want to research more, you have to convince people that it's worth researching, and so but there is a whole area of research into understanding natural engineering systems and natural ways that the natural world does all sorts of different things that we might just over-engineer, and figuring out how does it work in the world. You know, there's this whole soft robotics movement you might have heard of.
Oh yeah.
Where if you've seen it in the news, you've seen it in the tube robots that they make that you can inflate with air and they can dig underground and they look like sandworms and stuff.
Sure.
Okay.
But the point is,
like, oh, that sounds terrible. Anyway,
it sounds horrible. I know. It's like, I haven't heard of this, and maybe I was better off not hearing about this.
The point is, they're very small robots. They're certainly not that big.
Okay. All right.
But the point is that
that's worse, actually. Now that I think
it.
about
Yeah, because don't worry about it. They can get under your house. They can go inside your.
Totally fine.
Don't worry about it, Brian. It's fine.
Totally fine.
We'll move on.
No issues.
The idea being that if we can take advantage of some of these nature-inspired systems, then maybe we can expand how we use robotics instead of, like, imagine what it would take to engineer a claw arm that does spider legs exactly the same way, but using all, like metal and wires and all this kind of stuff. Is there a way that we can, figure out how does the natural world do this, and is there a better way for us to do it?
Even science fiction has always, I think, presumed this idea that the more realistic, that when you get to data versus some metal robot that's building cars, but you get to an actual fleshy humanoid type robot. That the way we get there, or even Alien's a good example, is with synthetic organics. They're not necessarily meant to match human organics, but they're like similar in the way that they work. There's tendons. They may be made out of some other material, and there may be a form of blood, but it comes out all like white paint or whatever in those original movies. I think that assumption's always been there. So now it just sounds like science is like, well, yeah, of course we got to start making, rubber feet and stuff that isn't giant clomping metal chunks and things like that.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Well, our technology is catching up and making it easier for us to do those.
Yeah. Then they'll put the Dolly brain in there. The Dolly, not mini, but the other one that's making insane realistic AI pictures. They put that brain in there. And then this thing takes over and murders.
Yeah, this thing Llama's brain in there?
Kills us all.
I thought you meant Dolly the sheep.
No, Dolly the DALE thing. The
AI
painty
that
thing
comes up with what you describe in artwork form.
Yeah, and and not the mini one everyone's doing online, but the real one that you can't get into right now. That shit.
Then you could walk up to the robot, give it a phrase for inspiration, and it will invent a dance for you that
Boom.
Oh God.
Boom.
Yeah.
You've described everyone's nightmare. Well done. All right. Well, assuming we survive the next variation of a stupid virus, maybe we'll get there. But tell me about how that's going. Where are we at? What's the update?
Well, so there's not a lot of update for how the virus is going. We all know it's spreading, and it's spreading faster because of that BA5 that's going around.
Yeah.
And we know a lot about that. But I thought... I know I was wondering this, and then I saw an article that helped me understand what's going on. I kept wondering, a little while ago, people 50 and up were able to get boosters over the summer, right? I don't know if didn't one or both of you guys get your boosters recently?
I did.
We both of us. Yeah,
hey, we got
that's
same
right.
day, didn't we? Or day apart?
We did get same day or day apart, but he got his shingles booster on the same day, which waylaid him. And,
and the same arm. Oh my gosh, those bastards! They hurt so bad.
Yeah, it was very cute that you guys both got it on the same.
I know. We were COVID twins. It was great.
COVID buddies.
I hope when
twinsies.
I hope when we finally get COVID that we get it the same day. That'd be cool.
Oh, I do too. Because then neither of us could hold it over the other one and say, "Me, you got it, and I didn't."
Right. Plus, if we
it's
need
like the 2022 version of two best friends getting pregnant at the same time.
That's right. That's right.
It kind of is,
and
yes.
in a way, you are pregnant just with a virus. So
yeah, exactly.
But I thought, why isn't it? I thought any day now we'd be getting that expanded out to everybody being able to get their booster. I haven't been able to get my booster yet.
Right.
And I kept wondering, when is that going to happen? Any day now. And it turns out, according to I guess some sources who know, I saw this on a Ars Technica article. They're basically decided that the summer booster is not going to be opened up to the general public. And that they're going to wait until the fall to get everybody their boosters. And there's a lot of debate about whether or not, experts are debating about whether or not this is a good idea and whatnot. But that looks like what the decision is. The CDC and the FDA believe that this is the way to go, is to wait. And I thought it would be nice to say not only that so that people know, but also explain what their reasoning is behind that.
Yeah.
Which is that basically the idea is that in the fall there will be, just like every fall with these endemic seasonal viruses, in the fall and winter there's going to be another surge of whatever is out there. Mm-hmm. It's going to be the flu and this. It's just the way things go. And so the idea being, if we can wait until the fall to get everybody their booster, not only can it be closer to when the surge is going to be, but also the main reason they decided to go ahead and wait is because now they're going to be introducing a new next generation bivalent vaccine. Bivalent means that it's just got it's attacking two things at once. The flu vaccine, for example, is a multivalent vaccine. It attacks many strains of the flu all at once. So this would be the first bivalent vaccine that is designed to, or the first bivalent COVID vaccine.
Got it.
That is designed to target both the ancestral strain, which we talked about not too long ago, means the original strain, and the new BA4/5 variants that are going around right now.
Interesting.
So hopefully,
still based on
right
that.
Now, there's
is it still based on that technology though? The mRNA.
Yes, it's still going to be an
whatever it is.
mRNA vaccine. It's not next generation in the sense that it's a new technology. It's just a next generation in the sense that it's going to be covering the current variants that are around right now, as well as the original one, because most of the vaccines that are out there are attacking the original one. Because COVID is, at its core, it's still COVID. It's still the same idea, and you can and you still have some protection against it. It's just with these new vaccines, protection is waning because of how the virus is changing. So they want to update it, and that would be the idea.
They're gonna, if it ever becomes endemic, they have to update it. Like we have to get ahead of it.
It's more or less endemic. There's nothing. I don't know if they've officially stamped it with the endemic seal yet, but it's endemic.
It's like the flu now, where we're going to have to every year do there'll be a vaccine every year, and that makes sense to me. I feel like we're heading that way, right? Aren't we? We are. Yeah. Like every year,
you're going to be getting this. The question is less about whether or not you're going to be getting it every year, and more about, are you going to have to get it more than once in a year?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we're still figuring that out. The virus is still changing all the time, and it may continue to change like this. And slowly, you're probably going to stop hearing about all the different variants, just like you don't hear about flu variants.
Yeah, it'll be, those people in the early days were like, it's just like the flu. Well, now you're getting close to being correct, just in a way you weren't thinking. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and because early on, it's very different from the flu in the fact that it's a different virus. But the reason those comparisons are so bad before is because we didn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like we knew how to deal with the flu.
Right.
But some of the debate that's going around, some of the other reasons that they have for wanting to wait is that there's basically in the realm of public health, it can be confusing. You have to think about how the general population is going to receive the information that you give them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So some people are wondering, well, why don't we just offer up the current booster that's here now and then allow people to again get the booster in the fall? And that seems like a reasonable alternative. And some people, like everybody's favorite epidemiologist, Anthony Fauci, he thinks that that's the way that you should do it.
Everyone's favorite.
That we should be doing it.
Yeah, there's some people who would. He's. Let's put it this way. I've heard. I know someone personally who said if I could, I'd go to his house and murder him. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, that guy's. He's convinced.
He is no stranger to people hating him. He's been around. This I feel like this COVID thing is what everybody knows him for now. But his claim to fame was
AIDS,
having
right?
to deal with the HIV and AIDS epidemic.
Yeah, yeah, and there was a lot of hoo-ha back then.
Yeah. So he's no stranger to literally death threats.
Yeah.
Because of the way that he's advised and handled those kinds of things. But
sure.
But yeah, he thinks yes, we should go ahead and get it now, because right now we're in the middle of a big surge. If you look at the transmissibility map on the CDC website, it's all red again.
Mm-hmm.
It's all high spread right now.
Yeah.
And so he thinks, well, while that's happening, we should go ahead and get him. But other people say, well, if we give people access to a vaccine now, if we tell them to go get their boosters now, and then in a couple of months we tell them to go get their boosters again, it's going to cause confusion.
Sure.
Like, why are you telling me? You just told me to get it, and now you're telling me to get it again, and you might actually have less uptake of the booster in the long run. And that's what the FDA and CDC seem to think, in terms of, trying to analyze how people are going to react and respond to these types of messaging. Just wait, get a better vaccine, and give it to them then.
That's because we're simple-minded doughheads, and we don't.
I tend to lean that way in what I think is probably the right way to go because of those reasons. But there are other people who think that, well, by the time we get there, some people are saying, well, there's no guarantee that the current BA4 and BA5 variants are even going to be like if you're waiting because it's going to have the new variants protection in there. There's no guarantee that that'll be the dominant strain by then. We could have another variant by then, which is a valid concern.
It's true. I mean, at the rate they're going, it seems likely we'll have a new variant by then, right?
There's none on the map right now. There's none on the radar currently, and usually we have a little bit of a heads up before they start to get big. But we don't know, and that's another reason that some people are saying let's just with what we have now, just give people boosters now. Because work with what we know and not why take this gamble?
Sure. Do you think the recent? I know you've probably seen it, but there was this recent release of this massive study to try to finally get to the bottom of where did this thing originate, and they're like 99 point something percent sure that it was one of these wet market animal trade things.
Yeah.
I'm no PETA guy or anything. I'll eat a steak. Okay. But do you think this has any movement toward shutting that kind of stuff down? Not that I don't mean we have the power to do that, but I mean, as a world, are we ready to go, ooh, maybe those things aren't so great because we got, that's how bird flu kind of comes out of that stuff. Like shit jumps from animals to humans in these wet markets. Is there a way to shut that stuff down? And my guess is probably not. It's like too big of a deal or it's too hard to control or I don't know how that goes.
I think, and we're firmly in my opinion territory now. I think it's really easy for us in our particular U.S.-centric position and where we sit in the world economy to say shut it all down because we don't rely on them as much.
Yeah.
But there are other places in the world which it's an ingrained part of their economy are these wet markets. They're very important culturally and economically. So I doubt that that's going to. I mean, it's raising awareness, and maybe they'll. If I had to guess, the more likely thing is that there will be more of a focus on trying to make them safer and more sanitary.
Interesting. Okay.
But
that's a step in the right direction, right? Like it's not. It'd be great if you could just shut them down, but if they can't do that, if they can at least get some standards going or something,
right?
I don't know what that would be.
Yeah, exactly. Because the open air markets are just, they're already difficult to keep safe and sanitary and everything like that. So just, I don't know. I don't know much about it. So, but if I had to guess, I would say that that's more likely what's going to happen.
Down with wet markets, more dry markets.
More dry markets.
That's right. Get it dry, whatever you got to do. All right. Well, this is fascinating stuff as always.
The last thing I didn't mention is just real quick is that they're looking at. Originally, they were going to say an October, November rollout for these new vaccines that they're focused on now. Apparently, there are unnamed officials in the Biden administration who told some New York Times reporters that companies are saying that they can probably get it out by September, but they're, who knows what that like they're unnamed officials. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
but
right.
It means probably
it's almost the equivalent of many people.
Yeah.
Many people have told me.
Many people tell me. Yeah, we need some hard sources on that. But if that's the case, that seems, I don't know. I'm all about get this stuff going, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
But I'm also the guy that says
if it were just for me, I'd say please let me just go ahead and get the booster. Like that's what I want to do. But if I'm thinking about the population as a whole, it might be better to make the messaging less confusing.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Going into the fall,
totally could see that.
Yep. Give us some visuals showing the boom of everybody getting the vaccine at the same time, and then the
right
the virus disappearing slowly.
Yeah, that'd be great. Right. Let's eradicate this shit. How about that?
Yeah.
I always hate that thing, and I know it's true, but it's never possible because it just isn't. There's just no way at scale this works. But this idea that we're always 12 days away from that virus being gone forever.
Oh, really? Okay.
But it would
interesting.
But it would mean every single human being locks themselves in a room, doesn't do anything for 12 days. And truly does that, it goes away. You're done. Whoever had it, it's now through them and they're done. Anybody else, they don't have it, they're done. You're done. But we can never do it. Even you could say 30 days. Like, let's give us a little buffer space. We're always 30 days away. But try to get 8 billion people on board. Not going to freaking happen.
No.
Well, two things to say about that. First, if we can't convince of a fraction of 1% of the world's population to just end world hunger by giving away their money, I doubt we're going to convince everybody in the world to stay in their house.
Exactly. It's just not possible. But isn't that annoying to know that, like,
can't get everybody in agreement on how to wear a mask?
Yeah. But the idea that it's just it's that close, but we can't. But human beings.
The second part is, and some people in the chat room are already saying it, is that there are animal reservoirs for these also. So
well, yeah, but then there's a way. Technically, we just wipe out all the animals.
Yeah, just kill all the animals. Everybody stay inside for 2 weeks. You don't even have to watch the animals.
Yeah,
you'll be in your house.
I'm sure it won't mess with any key parts of the ecosystem or anything. Just wipe them all out.
No food chain issues. None of that.
Exactly. But it's just humanity at scale. It's impossible. It just this is just what it is, man.
Right.
I mean, in hell, somebody just got polio and got paralyzed the other day, or whatever their deal is, and I'm like, polio. Freaking
polio coming back in New York City is going to be a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing, and it's so annoying. And why is it? Because some people decided not to get vaccinated.
Not just some people. Apparently, there's only like a 60% vaccination rate in New York right now.
For polio?
For polio.
Wow. Jeez.
Man,
that's me remembering a headline that I saw, so nobody quote me on that. I don't know if those numbers are true, but
I got the polio shot, and I had a dream that I was Franklin Delano Roosevelt that night.
Delano?
What was his name? Delano.
I mean, you both got it.
Delano. So. Oh, I'm thinking of Eleanor Roosevelt's what I'm doing.
Delano.
Hey, Brian.
A little merging there. I like it, of the names.
I just like the way you said it. You're like, Delano? Like a question? That was great. All right. Well, there you have it. We'll talk more next week about other cool science stuff. But in the meantime, All Around Science is doing stuff. What's going on this week?
Well, this episode that just came out yesterday of All Around Science, we went deep into all that James Webb Space Telescope that I gave everybody a preview on last week, and we talked a lot about all the different things, some of the stuff we've seen in our solar system, planets we've seen in other solar systems, as well as like galaxies. There's a new one, even younger now, that I just saw yesterday. They found another one that's only 233 million years after the Big Bang. So it's just amazing. There's tons of cool stuff coming out of James Webb all the time.
Yeah.
So check that out.
And
All Around Science is the name of the podcast.
Nothing in that way. James Webb Telescope is actually anti-Semitic. Just the guy it's named after. Everybody. So the actual telescope freaking loves Jewish people for real. Yeah. It's just the guy they're named after.
Really?
It's a little trouble.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I
don't know about anti-Semitic. You might be right about that, but I know he was also apparently didn't have some great views about sexuality and gender either.
Oh yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, he's a turd. The Webb guy. He's long dead, right? He's not around anymore, or is he?
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah. He's a dead dude, but guys of a certain generation.
Good.
Yeah.
Glad he's dead.
Good. I'm glad he's dead. It's fine. We named a thing after him. Anyway, that's it. Hey, Bobby, have a great week. And, it's my hope that between now and then you'll have some amazing new science to tell us about us next week. So be here.
You know it.
All right, man. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Sweet.
All right. That's it for the show. Quick note, tonight, 3:30 Mountain Time this afternoon, there will be a Play Retro episode of Play Retro. It's a podcast all about old video games. We're talking about the Strike series, like Desert Strike, Jungle Strike, the other ones whose names escape me at the moment.
Pizza Strike.
Pizza Strike.
Dining Strike.
Third Strike.
Angry Strike.
Angry Strike. That was my least favorite Spice Girl. Glad they got rid of Angry Strike. Anyway, Strike series is one of my all-time favorites. I played all the Genesis games back in the day. We're going to look at that series and what it brought to the future of games, because there's a lot that you don't know about that whole thing. So that's today, 3:30 Mountain Time, and wherever you get your podcasts if you can't watch live. Brian, you got anything today coming out, going on? Happening?
I don't. I think it's just me prepping for Coverville this week, and maybe putting on a little party hat and going out and doing some lifting. I won't put on a party hat. That's kind of silly, but
you should do it. Wear your fez. Do the fez.
Not. I don't want any. That's an area. I love all you guys saying happy birthday and stuff. I don't want strangers.
Well, what if you wore the fez hat?
Me.
The fez hat would be cool, though.
That's true. Well, I do have a good fez hat. Is it too tall for my car? It might be. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Boy, you get into a lift ride with a guy wearing a Bob Ross Hawaiian shirt and a fez hat. Are you going to just hop out immediately, or do you feel like you're going to get a good ride for your buck?
I feel like, you know what? I think I would be positive.
Let me sing you some of my original music.
I think I would be positive on that. If I saw somebody with a fez hat, I would actually go, no, this seems like a cool dude who's like having a good time with this job.
Okay, all right.
So I think I would actually not see that as
maybe,
a detriment. Yeah, but maybe. We'll see. In the meantime, check it out, everybody. If you go to patreon.com/TMS, you can sign up for a whole new month of TMS and do it for as low as $1 a month. That's patreon.com/TMS. You guys are amazing. If you're not already there, do consider it. It helps support your favorite morning show. frogpants.com/TMS for everything else. And keep those emails rolling, themorningstream@gmail.com. We're out of here. There's nothing to do but play a song, I guess. So you have one.
All we can do.
Yeah.
It's all we can do, Scott.
Yeah.
Hugh wrote in, said, "Hi, Scott and Brian. Here's an easy, any day is fine request from me. I was watching guitar demo videos and came across this amazing band called Hot Crazy, who do a great cover of Wannabe that I think will appease Brian's inner Spice Girls fan. Oh, there's nothing inner about my Spice Girls fan. It is. Oh. I wear that on my Bob Ross covered sleeve.
Yeah, it's an innie and an outie is that thing.
It's an innie and an outie.
Yeah.
It also rocks, so I think it'll appease everyone else too. This band is so great, it's totally worth checking out. Their other song, Manly in Heels, they deserve all the recognition. I'm not sure if they're indie, don't know how to check, but if they are, that would be a great indie in the middle track someday too. Thanks, signed, Hugh." It's my birthday, and I say it's time for a rockin' Spice Girls cover. This really does rock, and the video that goes along with it is 100 Shades of Crazy as well. This is a band called Hot Crazy. This is one of 2 singles they've released online. I want to see more from these guys. It's a cover of the Spice Girls' Wannabe.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Frog Pants Network. Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, that was me. I didn't know that was me.
That's fun, but it's pretty damn funny.
I wasn't trying to find one of me, but I guess I did by accident.
I really, really, really want to zig a zig. If you want
to be we still got to do. Why has FilmSack never done the Spice Girls movie, Spice World?
I don't know. Well, because it's hardly ever streaming, right?
That's true. That was the main reason.
World. I mean, I own it. I could send you guys all copies of it.
That's true. I just hate when we can't.
I have a movie poster right there that I'm trying to find a good place to hang up.
Oh, nice. How big is that poster, by the way? Is it a full sizer? Oh, he's gonna go look. Look at that. You ask a question, dude just gets right up, pulls out his measuring tape or his ween and just measures it. How many Brian Weens does it take to make a movie poster? That's the question. That's what you all came here. Oh, geez, look at that. Holy shite. That's
how big. It's
massive.
It's the actual movie poster, so it's semi-translucent. So if I put it in a light box, it'll glow through.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what I expected. I thought it'd be a smaller thing. That's huge.
Yeah, no, it's massive. It is I just gotta devote some wall space to it.
Well, I've never seen it. I'd be all into it.
It's not even like you go to Spice World on justwatch.com. Mm-hmm. It's not even something you can pay, like you can rent.
Yeah, I don't. Is it all one? No, 2 words. There it is.
Yeah, 2 words.
Yeah, you're right. You can't even rent it. All you can do is notify me if it ever does.
Yeah. So
well, we got to figure that out.
We'll figure it out. I mean, like I said, I do own the movie. I can.
Yeah,
that's right.
Very nice. All right, let's do these titles here.
Okay.
There've been a bunch of them.
I like that idea.
I do too.
There we go. All right.
Calories don't count on birthdays. That's true.
So true.
Yeah.
I think Five Guys and Dingdongs. Does that make it in there? I'm still loading the page.
Oh. Yeah, we could do Five Guys Dingdongs. That's good.
Oh, there it is. Five Guys, 5 Dingdongs.
Oh, that's even. Yeah, I like that better. That's a better one than that one. Let's see. The Denver Turd Nuggets.
25 footlongs in the office.
I was so mad at it. She was acting so entitled. I was so annoyed with her.
Yeah.
I felt bad for those guys. We almost tipped them
Yeah.
more, but then I was like, I already spent too much on this food. I'm not doing it.
Be careful where you drive your balls.
It's a good one. Give me the thirsty
I do like the
gas.
next one. Don't let nobody drive your balls.
I do Molly ringworm, but we've done that before, folks. Stop, drop, and collaborate.
I'll let you highlight that one.
That's a good
that
one.
might actually be a great title because we both love it so much.
Yeah, I think that would be good. Let's see. Oh, I got to tell you guys, I totally forgot to tell you this. My brother Matt, my Korean brother,
yeah,
he wants to he's starting a YouTube channel called Ding Pong.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's literally just him like fixing up his motorcycle he's working on.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know when it goes live, but
Please do, yeah.
It's going to be weird. All right. Let's see.
Pulling Robert Frost out of my butt.
Cold, stinky rain and spilled nachos for you is good.
Yes, for sure.
Yep, it is definitely for third place.
When some Legos come along, you just brick it.
That's good.
That's very good.
Send painted nudes. I like that.
Just leave Iris in the mirror universe.
Yeah, it's also good. You're still not popular with the gays. I'll do that one.
Yeah, okay.
I don't mind that. Let's see. Peter O'Toole is huge right now.
I think it was Richard Marks posted something on his, of all people, Richard Marks again.
Yeah.
Said something like, my wife calls me a sex machine, but she says it as fucking tool. But I know what she means.
Dude, I don't know why Richard Marks is so funny.
And his wife is friggin' Daisy Fuentes, of all people.
Yeah,
Come on.
I mean, give me
talk about your king and queen of the prom.
That's right. Perfect butt on those volleyball, sand volleyball players. They have the best butts, and that's where she got started. Was doing that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Daisy Fuentes was a
I thought
sand, or what do you call it?
Beach
Beach
she did
volleyball.
anything before MTV.
I keep saying sand volleyball, but it's beach volleyball. And they get the best butts. You guys have the best butts.
Yeah, something about those butts.
I'm telling you.
Too bad you can't use that for a title, folks.
Yeah,
oh,
but I will do.
Never forget.
Yeah, Fat Larry's a good one.
I was going to say, never forget Fat Larry. Yeah.
Let's do one more. Oh, did we get a science one?
With Bobby, we have a Bill, Star Trek Communications with Bill. Do we have another Bill? Or did we already get a Bill?
I don't think we did a Bill.
All right, Star Trek Communications with Bill.
Yeah. And then
it's pretty just straightforward.
Yeah, that's fine. And then do we have one that's
there's got to be one for Bobby. Come on, Bobby. Hello, Bobby. Not the other USA with Bobby.
That's not bad.
Building Satan's Claw Machine with Bobby.
That's the
there
one.
There it is.
Yep, Tom Norm. Well done. Good pick on that one.
Toms of the Norm.
Toms of the Norm. All right, we got to clicked only. Let's choose a winner here. What did we like?
Stop, drop, and collaborate.
That's the one. That's a really good one. Copy. Yeah. Tom, jeez. Look at you today.
Tom.
I don't know, man. Norman. You've done well.
Norm.
Tom Norm. All right, let's see. Export. We got to run this here deal. Okay.
Trying to see if any of, I've got these, I've got all these coupons for free things, right? Like, go get a free cake from Nothing Bundt Cakes, or a free entree from First Watch Diner, and all these. And I'm looking to see, is there anything for lunch? Any of these that give me a free lunch? Because I sign up with all my pseudo email addresses.
Oh, right.
Because I told you how I do that business.
No, I love that you do that.
Yeah.
That made me think I do it wrong. For real. You and Kim both good at this deal getting, coupon using lifestyle.
Yeah, I did go for my, it'll surprise nobody, that I did go for my stupid free Grand Slam at Denny's this morning.
Yeah! Woo! That's awesome. What'd you get?
Yep.
Just the Grand Slam, I guess. You just said.
Yeah, my free Grand Slam. Eggs, bacon, hash browns, and a buttermilk pancake, which I only ate a quarter of.
Do you think anybody who ever goes to lunch with or breakfast with either Benedict Wong or Benedict Cumberbatch, they always get eggs Benedict just to irritate them? Do you think they do that? You know, like they're with them, just their friends.
Is that really a...
The waiter comes by and they go, "What do you want?" And Wong says,
"I'll take eggs, Benedict."
Yeah.
Would you like some eggs, Benedict?
Benedict, you think they do that? I would. I would do that.
I would too. I'd take advantage of that.
All right, here comes the read, everybody. We're going to read it now, so enjoy this. In 3, 2, 1. Coming up on TMS, calories don't count on birthdays.
25 footlongs in the office.
They are still not popular with the gays.
5 guys, 5 ding-dongs.
The Denver Turd Nuggets.
Be careful where you drive your balls.
Give me that thirsty gas.
Peter O'Toole is huge right now.
Pulling Robert Frost out of my butt.
Cold, stinky rain and spilled nachos for you.
When some Legos come along, you must brick it.
All right, I'll allow it. Just leave Iris in the mirror universe.
Send painted nudes.
Never forget Fat Larry.
Star Trek Communications with Bill.
Building Satan's Claw Machine with Bobby and more on this episode of The Morning Stream.
Again, flawless.
Flawless. 2 days in a row, people. How long can we keep this up? I don't know.
I don't know either, but I'm impressed with our abilities. It's real strong. All right, so did you pick a coupon? Do you know where you're going? What are you doing?
Well, Potbelly's offering me a free shake.
I love them.
I do too.
They're so good.
They're far away is the problem with Potbelly.
We used to have one right down the road, and they shut that one down during the pandemic.
Oh man, bummer.
Yeah. It's partly because they wouldn't partner with any of these delivery things, and so it killed it. Whereas everybody else who partnered, they all made through okay, I think.
Amish Overlord says I get a free dozen donuts from Krispy Kreme because it's my birthday. Is that really a thing? And
oh my lord!
And is that a thing that I need?
Is that a thing you should do? Oh man, that seems like a lot of donuts for one guy. Although you share them or whatever.
Yeah.
But you should go. That's what you should do. Go all over town to anywhere that does anything free for your birthday. Collect it all. Bring it home. Tina will do whatever she does in her voice. And then you'll just eat one donut, and you'll be fine. You're good. And like we said,
yeah,
the
I thought you were
calories...
going to say. Then I kind of go drive around and I give donuts to homeless people, and
Yeah, you do a lift. Guy gets out. You say to him,
"Oh, there you go.
Do you want a
I
donut?
could
It's my
go."
birthday," and he'll say no or yes. And then if he leaves and you see a homeless guy driving to your next thing, you pull over. Hey, have a donut.
See now I kind of like this idea. Yeah, of like, right, go get a dozen. Take people around the lift and say, "Hey, it's my birthday. Would you like a donut?"
Yeah,
and
it's okay if they say no.
Would you take a donut from a Lyft driver, like a sealed bottle of water? Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
But would you take a sealed bottle of water? I mean, you'll take a sealed bottle of water from a Lyft driver. Would you take one from?
Would I take a donut?
Yeah.
Let me think about that.
Oh. Elmish Overlord. Okay, Jimmy John's, do they do a thing, or do I already have to be a member of their deal?
I think you have to be a member of their deal.
I thought it was. Oh, I'm not a member of their deal. Dang it.
You should be a member of their deal.
I should be a member of their deal.
Yeah, they have a good deal. You know what I wish they'd do, though? They don't give you the side pickle. Give me the side pickle. They don't give you the side pickle for free, but Firehouse does. I wish they did. Because I like a side pickle.
I'm just looking. I am a member of the Jimmy John's deal, and I should have gotten an email saying I have a free sandwich. What the heck, Jimmy John's?
Yeah, Jimmy John's, what are you doing? Place with 2 first names? You dumbasses.
All right, man, I'll see you later. Okay. That's that. That is that, folks. That is that. All right, we're going to do this. You can see it. Adventure Club's right. Wait. There. That means... Oh, hi, Carter. What do you need? Oh. You're what? Oh, she's not in here. I don't know where she went. Didn't you guys go together to the drive-thru thing? And oh, you've been back. Okay. All right. Yeah. Where are your pants? Oh, she has shorty shorts on. Okay. Your shirt covered it. It looked like you're running around your undie pants. Okay, do it. I'll play it. I'll play it right now if you have it. All right, she's wearing shorts. She looked like she's running around with her no one. I'm like, wow, we're real comfortable today, are we? Okay. Greg, what's up? Let's see, you're thinking of Gabrielle Reese, not Daisy Fuentes. Oh, is it Daisy? I thought Daisy Fuentes was the... Hold on, I gotta look that up. Get my head straight. Daisy Fuentes. Born in 66? No. Is she really 55 years old? How did that happen? She's married to Richard Marx in 2015. Early life and education. I swear. Was she just a model? You're right. Gosh dang it. I hate when I get that stuff wrong. I am thinking of that other girl. I'm thinking of Gabrielle Reese. You're totally right. Sorry, Miss Fuentes. You're mostly the MTV VJ lady, is what you are. Her first husband. Oh wait, let's see. Her first husband was Timothy Adams. Who's that? Let's see. Timothy Adams. Timothy Christopher Adams. American actor and model, best known for his portrayal of Bruce Kibitz in the video game Grand Theft Auto 4. He's also been in various television roles, such as Casey Mitchum in Sunset Beach, as well as multiple film roles, and bit parts in Bad Boys 2 and Die Hard with a Vengeance. In his personal life, he was married to model and TV personality Daisy Fuentes from 1991 to 1995. They were high school sweethearts. He then dated Sherry Somm. All right. That's it for that. Okay, we're going to end this stream and then come right back because we're going to watch today's deal. All right, we got to finish this They Came from Outer Space or Killers from Outer Space or whatever the hell it is. Let me make sure we're good on location here. Oh yeah, we're looking at the bug-eyed guy. Anyway, so don't panic. I'll be right back. It'll be short and sweet and then back, okay? So don't go anywhere. Oh, I forgot to turn this off. That's okay. All right, here we go.